All right, well, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house shall is blessing your day. By His mercies, you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall's body, and two, we're naturally alive. And I was just thinking about this too the other day, man. Like, and yeah, man, enjoy being alive in the Most High in your house shall too, spiritually and just naturally alive, man. But I just want, since we just mentioned it in the last video, kind of briefly, man, I kind of want to go into this. Because I was thinking about this the other day, and as far as like the what is like the regeneration, honestly, man, and like it's pretty like the regeneration things in the nature, man. All it is, man, is is new heavens and new earth, man. That thing's being recreated, man. A lot is like a lot is going into that, but really Ecclesiastes it goes into this, man. But no, we're gonna get into this real quick, man, because if you look at the word generation, let's just grab Matthew real quick, because new heavens, new earth, and things in nature, man. Matthew chapter 19 verse 28, it says, Matthew chapter 19 verse 28, it says, and Yahushua said unto him, verily I say unto you, that which ye have followed me in with that which ye have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit upon the throne of his glory, ye shall dwell, ye shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And that goes back to the beginning, because he tells you from the beginning what and Dan. Let's grab let's read this again. Matthew chapter 19 verse 28, and Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that which ye have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit upon the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So yeah, let's go to Genesis 49 real quick. This is a little bit of detour, but because this wasn't supposed to be in there. But and Genesis chapter 49 verse 16, it says, then shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. So yeah, man, just like he tells you from the beginning also too, like just like each like Romans 12, 1 Corinthians 12, they're each part each 12 tribes, man, is pretty much representing the body of Yahushua, man. Just like, yeah, the Romans 12, 1 Corinthians 12, each parts of the body, different offices. That's what that Genesis 49 and the 12 tribes is. It's different parts, like, Genesis 49 is about, man. There's different parts of what Yahushua is going to fulfill, man. It's like, of course, on a natural tip, it's talking about stuff like that, like, about the future of the tribes. I mean, yeah, but really, it's really talking about Yahushua. And it's like, really, the Most High Yahushua comes in the volume of the book. You got, like, the brother Akawar said, got to read it in their perspective, because the whole book is about them. So, but yeah, man, but this is really going into, let's read this again. It says, Matthew chapter 19 verse 28, it says, and Yahushua said unto him, verily I say unto you, that which ye have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit upon the throne of his glory, ye shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So yeah, exactly. So let's go Ecclesiastes 1 and 5, 1 and 4 real quick, man. Because if you look at, if the word generation just means creation as well. So like if you really, because I was looking at that, that's one of the definitions as well. Of course, it's talking about a different time period to generation of people. Yeah, of course, like, but it's really talking about creation too. The regeneration is just like, the new heavens and new earth, man. Because, let's get Ecclesiastes 1 4, because that's the thing too, right? Because I was talking about this with my dad a while back, my pop, man, because like we used to saying like how Isaiah goes into and all other things too, because he's a Jehovah's Witness, but we talk about the words a lot. I think we talked about it before, I told y'all, but he always, like, we even was saying like, yeah, man, the Most High House shall create the earth to be always well. It's not like how in the movies, like, it's gonna be a big explosion, the earth is gonna go away, or no, the earth was like we were about to get into, the earth will abide forever, but it's gonna be just generations. Each generation that comes and goes, man, it's always a change. It's like that. We always talk about the same type of deal, man. Whether same game, but there's different players, man. Like The Wire says, man. Like whether it's righteously or wickedly, man. It's the same spirit, but if, there's different people, man. It's the same motif, recurrent theme. Like just human nature. Like That's is. Well, things be different according to the time period, yeah, of course. But at the end of the day, the hearts of men are hearts of men, whether it's righteously or wickedly, man. So that's just is what it is too, because it's like that movie, TV show or video games, the same type of thing, man. But let's grab this. Well, let's grab this. What you call 'em? Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 4. It says, "One generation passes away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abide forever." So yeah, the regeneration is just like that's it's a recreation. It's new heaven, new earth. He tells you the end from the beginning. What the Most High house was in the beginning in Genesis, they're going to do again, create a. So all this stuff is crazy, man. Because how I think about, I was just watching. No, it's crazy, man. I was just like, no. As great as he is, as great as he was, man. I was watching the other night the Michael Jackson videos, man. Like his history DVD, man. Like it's the album they put out. It's called History, but how big he is, or Michael Jordan, or anybody else was, man. It's like think about that, man. They're gonna be forgotten, man, because what we're about to get into in Psalms and Isaiah, man. It's just listen, all these things. That think about all the events in history during our brothers and sisters during our time period, even before, that's gonna be forgotten, man. Even when when new heavens, new earth is, man. That's just really kind of wild to me. It's crazy, but hey, it is what it is, man. That's why this says love not the world and things of that nature, and these things gonna eventually pass away, man. Because and that's why also too. This is not to digress, which I am digressing, detouring a little bit. That's why I always too with the whole flat Earth thing, or Earth is flat or is not flat. That whole debate. Me personally, I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters too as well. I don't get into that because really, what our goal is that. That 2 Peter 3 goes into the man trying to see new heavens, new earth filled with righteousness, man. All that. I mean, of course, different, for a conversation wise, that's cool things. And if you believe the earth is flat, fine. If you don't, that's fine. But that's me personally. That stuff is not really matter. I kind of deem it. I put it on the same way for me personally as a virgin birth, the things that nature. Because Yahushua was birth, from. That because he we kind of talked about that in the past, but he was, but even with that, whatever, but that those are things like me coming into word things I just didn't really care about. All right, but yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. But let's get this Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. It says, "One generation passes away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever." So yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. And regeneration is like the recreation, man. What he did in Genesis is going to do again, man. Because just we're dealing with the same God, man. The Most High House, we're dealing with the same entity, man. So entities, I should say, but entity, we know, Yahushua was the Most High manifested in the flesh, so they're pretty much one. So yeah, that's not they're not the same entity, but the same. They're on the same accord, because that's just he was a living embodiment of the Most High. So when I say that, when we always say that the Most High Yahushua, no, pretty much they're they're not the same entity, but they're on the same type of wavelength. So that's why that's neither here nor there. Just so somebody new here they get confused, but yeah, just so the regeneration is gonna be hence a remix or a remake, man. That's what it is. It's gonna be new heavens and new earth, man. So that's what it is, because the earth is gonna abide forever. So because a lot of times too, I think I heard over the years the regeneration is people going to the reincarnation or the resurrection. No, it's just a recreation, man. That's just it. Because if you look at the word generation, this means creation. And a is do it over again, man. Remix, remake, but yeah, man. Let's get Ecclesiastes real quick, man. Because this is kind of going to a point that we made earlier, but Ecclesiastes 14. It says, "As the green leaves fall in thick trees, some fall and some grow. So is the generation of flesh and blood, and one cometh to an end, and another is born." So see, but see, thing is too with that too, the flesh and blood, like we shared yesterday with that real with the predator, can't enter into the kingdom, man. That's why it says another is born. But now we gotta be born of the word, man. Be born in the Most High house, and be born again to enter into that, man. That's is what it is. Now on the natural tips, going to what the point that we made earlier. It's the same. Same game but different players, man. That's how life is, man. Honestly, once we realize that, once you realize that life is the same, human nature, nothing new on the sun, and it's the same, game, but just different players, man. The same people just doing different people doing the same thing, whether righteously or wickedly. Things get easier, man. So certain things won't, of course, well, I don't know, natural tip, but yeah, it will shock you or we see it, but realize that hey, this is just a game. Like how I said, offenses must come, but let's get this Isaiah real quick, man. Isaiah 65 verse I should get Psalms, but whatever. Isaiah 65 verse 17, because this is what the regeneration is, man. For behold, I create a new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come to mind. So yeah, man, that was the thing about that too. I was watching, I was like, yeah, man, because watching that Michael Jackson thing, man, it's like, damn, think about seeing how big he was, and how like the Beatles or Michael Jordan, Elvis, James Brown, Prince, whoever these see how big whoever was, all these other, the Pearl Harbor, the Titanic, the just things that Hiroshima, all different events in history. You think of those things that's popping on my mind, Black Wall Street or that. Anyway, man, all those stuff is going to be like forgot, man, or not even come to mind, man. This is crazy, man. But hey, yeah, man. That's just. But let's grab. Let's read this again. It says, For behold, I create a new heavens and new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come to mind. Yes, because the reason why there has to be new heaven and new earth, man, because too much blood was shed here, man. Like it says in Numbers, man, don't have blood defile the land. That's talking about just Israel and Jerusalem. But they just wickedness compared too much things that happen. So I gotta do this. Most High house I got to, man. Like just the same place that even all the worldly stuff I just mentioned, like just the same place, the same world we live in, that Yahushua was suffered the worst death in human history, man. That's the reason. That's just really the main reason, honestly. Then all the other things that happen that we read, man. It's like, yeah, the new thing has to come to pay the place, man. And the Most High house, I said, listen, the mind can't even imagine what I got in store with this new heaven, new earth, man. But let's get to Psalms chapter 126, man. And this not only talking about natural captivity, man. It's talking about on physical. This is talking about captivity, sin, and death, man. But let's grab this too. It says Psalm chapter 126. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. So yeah, it says the captivity is gonna be like a dream, man. Not only just natural captivity all through our history, man, but the captivity, sin, and death, man. It's gonna be like a dream. It's like gonna be because righteous, like Wisdom of Solomon says, righteousness is immortal, man. So righteousness, man, is righteousness and faith, man. So that's what it is, man. Let's get this Wisdom of Solomon real quick, man. And it goes back to the plan that the Most High House had. He made men to be immortal in His image, because Most High House is immortal. But it says, what Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 verse 15, for righteousness is immortal. So verse Wisdom of Solomon verse chapter 2, for Yahweh created man to be immortal, and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Verse 24, nevertheless the envy of the devil and came death into the world. Yep, and they that do it hold his side and do find us. So see, that's why the serpent and Satan, and it will be done away with it. Then will be defeated at them, man, because it's bringing in sin and death, man. Honestly, man, because what it is, and it said envy, because nothing can stand before envy. So that's why overcoming sin and death is also the ultimate thing, man. But this all goes into regeneration, man, of the new heavens and the new earth, man. So yeah, man, what it is too, man. This thing, me personally, man, I just really like the brother I remember years ago, Joel said from Sons of Thunder, man, study, even the brother brother Assembly Firstborn, and brothers like Kwame called Shalomah Aka War, brother Elijah too as well, man. Really, man, you gotta know the beginning, man, because that's just a beautiful thing that the Most what other God can tell you the end from the beginning, man. Because really, if you want to understand the end, you really gotta go back to the beginning, man. Because it's too that's why certain things, even when I me personally now, when I watch different movies or TV shows now, I really try to understand, like, the beginning. Like when I watch an end of the movie, I try to remember things that happened in the beginning, man. That's so okay, or of course the middle, things and nature in between, but it all makes sense, man. But but not everything, not every movie or TV show is like that, man. Only certain like ones are like that, have that same recurrent theme and motif, man. But it's like that's why I think, like, that's why I love The Wire so much, man, because it has aspects to that like that, man. It's probably some other stuff too, but that's why I like that. But yeah, man. But yeah, honestly, man, that's just is what it is, though, man. Because that's like that's just a beautiful thing, man. Because want to understand it in the end, go to the beginning, man. So, but yeah, man, that's just what it is. That's going to the regeneration. Regeneration. If you just look it up, like generation means creation, or like and read is like a remix, like it's just gonna be new heavens, new earth. That's all that is. Because when I first came to the word, like I was a little confused on that. Like is it the resurrection? Is it I knew it wasn't reincarnation because that's something else from the day. But I was kind of a little confused a little bit. But but yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. Hopefully it's edifying. So peace.